Welcome back to Kenshi. My name is Tobal, and we've been intercepted by some Holy Nation soldiers. I think this is a great time to get a feel for how well we're doing compared to our enemies. So, one of them got right in the middle of our group. Let's spin around and get stuck in a bit. I'm curious to see how we're doing with... Let's pick somebody out here. Let's take a look at... You know who we haven't watched? Look at Tanishi. What are you doing, Tanishi? Awkward. Tanishi's on passive because Tanishi wants to be on passive. Let's watch Dadu for a second. He's carrying... Remember, Dadu is carrying one of our prisoners that we plan to sell. It's a bloodbath. Flotsam have come. You know, we're not Flotsam, sir. We're actually the Redeemed. Wait, what's our faction name? It's been so long. The Unbroken, that's right. I forgot our faction name. Well, that was quick. Do we lose anyone at all? Not really. Holy cow! Are you kidding me? No one took more than like 20 damage at most. That is insane. Was that your arm? Ooh, that's rough. Yeah, I am a huge fan of samurai armor. Well, that is our first experience with samurai, and I'm really, really excited. This is a really good test, I think, to see what we might, you know, come up against in a fight. Now, that wasn't the best they're gonna have. Those were quite a few of them were kind of the crappy soldiers, but ooh, I wonder if we can kite them into a fight with the samurai over here. Let's try to pull them over with this group, and maybe we'll have a big old battle. Remember, I do believe the samurai, the United Cities, are also at war with Holy Nation. Not 100%, but I'm fairly sure I see these groups fight pretty often. Back in the day when we spent a lot of time in the desert. Come on, folks. There we go. Let's get at it. Pitter-patter, let's get at her. Let's watch Tassilo in action. What in the world? Traveling without bodyguards? Sure. Okay. Thanks for your advice. Look at the speed. I really do like the speed of the animations. Look at how fast he's attacking. That's 60 damage every couple of seconds almost. Now let's watch Ace. It's just, yeah, it just seems to be a slower attack and recovery. Now he's only doing about, if that was his last hit, 74. It wasn't as... is a little bit more damage, but the speed was a little bit slower, and he didn't quite recover. Now, I don't know if that was if he had a chance to miss that, or, you know, because he didn't recover in time from his attack animation, or if he just, like, failed to roll. I really think that the polearm idea is actually going to be a thing. I think this is going to work in our favor. All right, let's regroup everyone together a bit. We're all kind of spread out, and I want everyone to get together to heal up, make sure we're fine before we push too much farther. Huge, I mean, there's battles everywhere. Is this another, this is a samurai group. Yeah, more samurai. So we're just basically slaughtering paladins in the desert, which is a favorite pastime of ours. So again, look at these numbers. I mean, Tanishi had a pretty, no, that wasn't even too bad. That was his skeleton part. By the way, don't we have, we can do repairs, right? No, he already has robotics as a skill. Yeah, everyone has some robotics. Not everyone, but some people, Dadu especially, I think, has repair stuff too. Yep. So can we move fast? We're okay. We can move ahead. So I'll continue on to Stoat. We'll get our stuff sold and our contract turned in, or the bounty turned in, and we'll come back. I don't know about you all, but this is a good-looking group of archers. I'm just saying. We're looking pretty snazzy. Alright, so all of our uniforms are complete. Everyone has the Drifter's leather and the Ashland hat, giving us a perception bonus. Drifter's leather jacket does give us a bit of a boost with crossbows, which is nice. So that should help out a little bit. And I think everyone's in some kind of a similar pants. Not everyone has the same shoes. I don't think anyone has anything that really affects them. In fact, Hamut, though, let's have you drop the... fancy shoes off. Don't really need anyone in boots just to affect the speed which they're running. So I think I'm going to go ahead and send our archer squad heading down south. I believe I'm going to have them hole up probably somewhere to the south of Rebirth. You know what? Actually, to be safe and make sure that they don't accidentally go through Rebirth, maybe we'll have them post up near World's End. I didn't really get as many bolts done as I'd like to, so I think I'm just going to actually have Laura or Alice or someone else carry the spare bolts we have. I don't believe we're going to go through everything in this particular fight, so we should wind up having, you know, more than enough. It depends. If we're able to get in a really great, superior shooting position, then, you know, perhaps, maybe we will be okay. So let's go ahead and raise the door. One more thing I was thinking about. I think, now it's a question of defense versus, you know, keeping someone here at base, but do we want to bring the dogs with us? Or do we want to keep them here safe in the base and being our, kind of our last-ditch defenders? I would be a little concerned if we did get a raid in the middle of our assault on the Holy Nation. So maybe it's going to be smarter to have at least the dogs here. If we get a big raid, what I'll probably do is pull anyone who's on base, like the Bronze Squad, and put them on the spare turrets. We actually are going to have a couple spare turrets up front, because I am having the engineers make extras. So we'll just pull anyone that can be spared, and they'll wind up, they'll turn into some backup archers. So we'll keep the dogs here for defense. It would have been really cool. And I almost want to bring Diana just because, but she is the leader of the pack, and I feel like it's her position to be here to lead. How old is she? Like, we don't even have a counter anymore. She's 119 days old at least, in terms of how long we've had her. We've had her since, didn't we get her on day 1? We started the game, this was rock bottom. I think she was one of the first animals or things that I bought. She was the first thing that I bought. So yeah, either day 1 or 2 or 3, I believe we picked up Diana. So she's been with us the longest, along with Laura, Alice, Lydia, and Jade. So we're going to send everybody down. Hopefully our main squad is almost finished with their trip over to Stoat, and we'll get some things sold, get some money. Not that we don't really need any money for the raid itself, but we're just trying to get some recruiting done while we're here. So let me do a quick save just in case I crash in the middle of loading the desert up. There we go, there's Stoat. Onward and upward, guys, and gals, and robots, and beeps. Alright, so Boop's got the goods, and Dadu has the baddie. So where is there's the police station. Let's turn him in first. Get our payday. Nice, 40 cats, easy peasy. Let's grab Boop and take him over to probably the weaponsmith. They're all closed. Let's see, is anyone open all night? It is 4 in the morning. I guess we're just gonna have to wait until the day. So I'll stay here for a minute. And, oh shit, let's not start a fight with nobles. I don't think they were nobles. I think they were just talking about nobles. Okay, alright, we'll be back here in a bit. Things are moving along quickly. We've got a bunch of new recruits for the turret squad. So, welcome Thurman, Nifix, Lickle, Costa, Dempy, and Arrow. I'm also, now, none of these, or maybe 1 or 2, were turret guards. A lot of these are just going to have to be trained from scratch. I'm not sure if we still have the ability to actually get anyone that's a turret guard. Maybe this person. This is just kind of a tough one. We'll keep Skinner as Skinner. Is there already a Skinner? I don't remember, but Skinner makes me think of Homer, so we're going to name him Homer instead. I don't think we have a Skinner. There's a medic. Here's a generic person right here. We'll take Dirt. Dirt is always around. We'll call him Dirte from here on out. Welcome, Dirte, to the club. And I think we'll probably... Is there anyone else left? I think that probably that medic over there we'll grab. Are you a person? Oh, you're a plastic surgeon. We don't need that yet. Batai. Let's do Honor. I'm reading Honor Harrington, by the way. If you're a fan of space novels, space operas, it is a pretty decent book series. I'm a big fan of it. What are you fighting? Oh, we have a bunch of friends coming to visit over here, so we'll have to kill them all. We almost have the archers and the main squad all back together. They've had, of course, tons of pathing issues because hills are hard, but yeah, we should be fine here. Let me get back over to Beep and Company. So these are our new recruits. I think this is going to be just fine. This is going to be more than we can probably use at any one point on the turrets, but either way, we'll start sending them north. Let's have them go probably up past Clownsteady, and I'll have them skirt the swamp, and then we'll meet back up somewhere near Blister Hill. So yeah, we're moving ever closer to our objective. Welcome back to Oakrin's Pride. It's been a long time since we've been here in the Valley of Hate and Bigotry and green stuff. We're just on the other side of the stream. Blister Hill is just up the hill. Now, I don't remember if there's a way. I don't think we can get... We'd have to run right against the walls if we wanted to come in from this angle. I think we're going to actually have to get into the mountains and come down if we wanted to take it at that angle. Not sure how we want to approach it yet. I'm going to probably get our main group here, the archers and our melee folks, get them over into the plains that's to the southwest of the city, over here somewhere, and we'll probably make a decision at that point. Beep is now aimless, so I'm guessing his run order is done, and sure enough it is. We want to get this group, the new recruits, going as quick as possible home. But everyone has to make their trek. I mean, that's part of our ritual, is to make it home on your own. Oops, my mouse got crazy stuck there. Why don't we give them an order to run to your outpost? And that way they've got a target that's relatively safe. I'm also going to give everyone the run as fast as you can order. So yeah, that's how we've always done it. If you're a new recruit, you have to earn your way. You have to survive and get back home to join the squad. Alright, so I need action leader. Well, it's pretty damn soon, brother. It is pretty soon. Now we gotta be really careful. They will aggro us. Any patrols, any archers, any turret guards will... That's hilarious. Who is this? It's, oh, it's one of the, who's talking to, like, Tanishi? One of them is unhorned or something. Nice. Some good insults, guys. I like it. Are you gonna fight in the middle of our little group? That'd be pretty fun. Okay, so I don't see any patrols. It's 3 in the morning in the game. Let's see what we can see from our spot here. They've got... You know what? I bet some of our archers could snipe these guys off the walls. That'd be a dangerous game, though. There's a lot of turrets there. I see 4 turret guards. Obviously, the gate guards are there. I don't know how many people we're going to have to go through. You know, it doesn't seem like that many, but I think the barracks they'll keep calling people out when they raise the alarm. So more and more people will get pulled out. Do we want to do a bit of a skirmish? I almost want to see if we can outrange them at the moment. Alright, let's keep our fighters here. Let's pull the archer squad, have them all following Laura. Give them all a hold command. And let's line them up here. I don't know what the range is for us versus them. Let's see if we can't snag a couple of turret guards here. I think we've got the range right as it is. No, not yet. They would fire if they... Okay, let's give it off hold. I think they'll run closer and then they'll fire as soon as they get in range. Okay, you're all going a little bit funky. Let's pull everyone back again. I don't like how everyone got a little bit wonky on that. Let's do kind of a snake. You're seeing furniture, actually, I'm finally building in the base as well. If you're wondering what all the commotion and the building orders are. I can't give an all-order group. I have to select the group that's right here behind me. I can't use the tilde key, because half the squad is following Beep. Alright, this should be close enough. Let's pull them up on the plateau. Oh, I want to get this done before we take any shots. Alright, good enough. Let's try to get a couple pot shots at the turret guards. Okay, let's put them on hold. Did he go down? Nope. Okay, that's one down. I can see them tracking us. I don't know if they've got the range, though, at the moment. Let's take off hold. I think they need to move up a bit. Or maybe they're just trying to take their shots and they're missing. Okay. One more guard's probably going to go down here in just a second. Once that guard's down... Are they doing this, like, stealthily, by the way? Oh, somebody else came back to the turret. I mean, we can keep switching targets all day. That might get a little tiresome, though. We could probably just take the gates over, is what we'll want to do, and hold, make sure that no one can actually come fire. Let's take a couple of you and fire at this gate guard, while the rest of you are firing at the other one. Let me keep looking around, making sure that there's no foot patrols that's about to come behind us. You got to be really careful about situational awareness here. I don't want to accidentally pull a massive squad while right in the middle of assaulting the city. No alarm has been raised yet, which is really kind of amusing. I don't know if that's normal or what. Is it because we're so far out? Okay, another guard down. Let's take this final guard here. I mean, I'm going to keep poking them until either the alarm sounds or I kill all the turret guards, and then we'll probably move our group in a bit. There's one over to the side. Oh, there's some more around the entire city. Holy crap, there's actually a lot of guards. Holy crap. I wonder if we could have Beep and Boop infiltrate the city and knock out turret guards. That would be awesome. This is probably why we're going to need help on this fight, I'm guessing. The smartest thing to do is probably going to be to come in from this side of the base. Are there turret guards on the inner wall? That's another question. We can swing the camera around. I don't see turrets on the inner wall. Damn, I say as I see turrets on the inner wall. Just a couple, though. One there. There are probably going to be some turret guards on this side down here. But maybe that's the route to go, is to breach, because if we're trying to come in and rush the Phoenix, we want to approach maybe from, you know, where there's less turret guards, because all these turret guards can aim inwards and shoot at us. So if we're all the way back here, we should be protected from the outer wall guards by the inner wall. So maybe we want to breach from the back, along with our Flotsam friends, our mercenaries, whoever we can manage to pay, and try to get... Now, I don't even know where the Holy Phoenix is. We'll probably have Beep come rejoin the group. In fact, I'm going to give Beep an order to join us anyways. Is everyone else still kind of making their way? Let's check on the new recruits. We don't really seem to have too much of a threat right now. Everyone else is kind of, sort of running-ish on their own. Fair enough. I guess you guys, if you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't. That's the way it is. And now you're all aimless. Okay, there we go. Alright, so Beep is free of them, so he will rush over to us. Now, he also has the writ of recruitment, or whatever you want to say. The writ that's going to let us pull a squad of the Flotsam folks, the Flotsam guards. So, what are our options? I think Beep should stop by Squin. See if he can't find a group of Shek mercenaries. Recruit some mercenaries. We have plenty of money. We should be able to get them for a couple days. We'll have him come back up. Are there any other cities nearby? There's not really any. We were out in the desert. We could have grabbed a lot of those squads out there. I mean, we still have time. What is Boop's athletics? Is he still pretty quick too? Why can't I find it? 80. Yeah, he's pretty fast too. So, why don't we send... Okay, let's send Boop out to where we were. Let's send him back to Stoat. I'm going to see if Boop can grab some recruits. Boop, you know what, buddy? I don't know if running past those turrets is the best idea. For the moment, why don't we poke a couple of the guards? Let's see. I don't know if they're going to raise the alarm or not. If nothing else, our guards or our archers are getting great practice. All right, we pulled a big-sized group here. All right, Boop will send him along to... I guess he's just going to run right through Awkward Shield. I mean, he's pretty quick. I don't think he's going to get in too bad of a spot here. Really? No one's going to get a shot off here? All right, well, we'll do an attack. We'll pull the archers back. We'll tell them to go... let's see. Hold on, everyone. And ranged off. Let's pull the archers out of this fight. We'll have a little bit of a skirmish here. This shouldn't be too hard for us to win. I'm curious that when the alarm finally gets raised, what does that mean? Does, like, a couple guys get spawned and come out of the barracks, or do they just kind of do whatever? Pretty straightforward. We pretty much crushed them. Hardcore. I remember when we were so scared of paladins, man. We were so scared of paladins back in the day. Alright, we're going to pull back a bit so we don't wind up pulling the entire stupid city out. But if they keep chasing us, we'll just turn on them and kill them all. Don't let them get away, yeah. I don't know if that's going to happen for you, my friend. Laura, why don't we have your folks do a nice little range back on. Do you all get a couple of shots in? They do take more shots. I guess I am glad we kind of stuck with the Eagle's crests here. Eagle's crosses, rather. That does help us do more damage per hit, I guess, rather than what we would be dealing with the old world bows. Alright, let's turn ranged. Oh, ranged is off again. Cool. Alright, so we'll just kind of chill back here, I guess. I think I'll probably bust out the sleeping bags, honestly, and just do... We'll just camp out here until we get our main group. We need to get some new recruits back in town. We need to get mercenaries in from the desert, and we need to get Flotsam group. So I'm going to have Beep go up to get the Flotsam group, while Boop is out getting some recruits. So we'll send Beep. I'm getting all my names mixed up. We'll send Beep to Flotsam Village only because I don't know where the heck, where else they're at. And Boop, did you just run through anybody? No, not yet. You're by yourself. Alright, well I guess we'll be back in a bit. I don't know if we'll get to the actual battle in this particular episode. I'll see where things stand here in just a bit. Man, you are hitting every single swamp area. Like, known to man. You're having a rough time of it. We'll have to get Beep out of the swamp first, and then he'll be a bit faster of it. Alright, we'll be back here in just a bit. Just a quick aside, our little group managed to make it back to your outpost. We haven't been here in a hot minute, so I thought I'd swing by real quick. It's nice to see the place is still standing. It's funny, as soon as anyone got in range, and I guess they activated the camp, we wound up getting 2 raids really, really quick, which is kind of hilarious. So, either way, no big deal. We're going to have our group head on out, and I guess whoever's going to raid this town is going to raid the town, and don't really know what they're expecting, but they're not going to get much out of it. Let's have our new recruits come up towards Blister Hill. So far, everyone managed to kind of, you know, keep themselves out of harm. Dirte wound up getting a bit of a hit, but he's mostly alright. Boop has managed to get himself a contract with some mercenaries who might have gotten in a fight over here. I wasn't really paying attention, to be fair. So who knows, we may have lost the contract. Oh, there's one guy. Hey, at least we've got a couple. So we'll reconnect with them here shortly. I'm trying to get them back before that contract expires. I do need to get Beep over to... I'm trying to see this Lone Shack, I think, is a... Oh, redirected. Oh, that's really... I wonder if the raid will redirect then, too. That's kind of interesting. I'd never seen the redirect message before. Huh. Very cool. The lone outpost here, I believe, is part of a halfway house for people who are trying to escape the Holy Empire. It's a bunch... I think it's like a safe house, I believe. So, We're not going to do anything here. I don't think there's anything to really get, but I wanted to swing by it anyways. Flotsam Safe House. So we'll head over to Flotsam Village, whatever you want to call it. How the heck do we get over here? Beep is not wanting to pathfind today for me. He has been a pain in the butt. He wound up getting into Rebirth and getting himself almost killed because he ran right through like every guard in the history of guards. So that was exciting. All right, we're almost there, folks. Thank you so much for being patient through a lot of the fast forwarding, but it's just this episode is a lot of running around and a lot of moving parts, but we are very, very soon to reunite everyone together out in front of the city. I think the rest of the group has just been lined up outside of Blister Hill, just hanging out, have like a little defensive screen here, but no one's really came to visit. And it seems like no patrols come this way either. So for now, everyone's safe and sound while we try to reunite everyone and their partners together. And we might make our raid and either start this episode or at least get in position for the actual raid on Blister Hill. Well, not the greatest of timing. We just managed to get ourselves a small group of Flotsam Ninjas to help out. It's not a terrible ton of them, but they do have a decent amount of attack and strength and dexterity, so hopefully they should, if nothing else, be one more body for the enemy to attack. I'm trying to bring them around wide of Rebirth, and I will have them rejoin the main group. Unfortunately, while our new archers, our new turret guards are getting into place here, we just got a raid notification. So, we have a raid coming at our base. I'm going to have to swing home, and what we're probably going to do for the rest of this episode is watch the attack on this base on New Hope, and the next episode we'll wind up having the main assault on Blister Hill. So everything is freaking out for a second. Let's do a quick save. I have been bouncing back and forth between the different cameras and the different groups, so... And this is also probably a pretty hefty raid in terms of numbers. I don't see them quite yet. Oof. Game is really struggling right now. Let me actually give it a second. I'm a little... I don't know if it's how many people are raiding. We actually have less. I think I lowered down the amount of people to have in a raid just because of all the problems I was having with some of the lag, and also I just didn't want to get completely wiped out because of a bad decision. So... Alright, we're back up north. Unfortunately, due to timing, some lovely, lovely timing, we are getting raided by some cannibals at this moment. So we actually have a group over, I think they're over at our little outpost first. We have a cannibal raid on Hope Valley. I actually triggered, we talked about triggering the bandit demand raid earlier, so they're kind of visiting too. Oof, what is going on right now? I don't know if we have 1,000 enemies here, or if the game is just freaking out because it likes to freak out, but things aren't looking too hot. There we go. It kind of cleared up a bit. It's actually when we look at our base. Well, that's not great. We look at our base quite often, guys. We can't have a lag spike here. I'm going to do a quick reload, I think, and see if that fixes the issue. Okay, we're back with that reload, and everything is doing much, much better. Okay, cool. I don't know what happened. A bit of a memory leak, maybe, as we were kind of bouncing. Wow, it's actually, like, crystal clear. Oh, that smoothness when you first boot up Kenshi. It's glorious. All right, so do we have a spare gun? We do have a spare gun. Do we have a spare shooter? Let's get Dana. Let's get Solnir over here. Solnir, why don't you hop onto this turret? You're stuck, I think. Okay, Dana or Frosty, why don't you all come over to this turret instead? There we go. Okay, so Frosty's on their way. Let's see, our front gate is... Why is it... Did it never get repaired? Moodles, are you, like, on crack? Oh, Moodles is literally in the wall. Well, that's great. Let's see if someone can't rescue Moodles from being inside the gate. I might have to tear down the gate. I would probably do that over trying to do another re-import, because re-importing makes me want to lose my mind. Also, I think we lost our last commands, so let's make sure Beep has a refreshed command to run. Boop also needs a command to get over to the rest of the group. And our new recruits need to... You know what? We'll just have them gather up by the veterans over here. Alright, that should satisfy all those requirements. Thendu... Why? Why is Moodle stuck at a wall? No one puts Moodles in a wall. Oh my, where are you going, dude? Who is this? What is even happening right now? Alright, let's get this, ooh, wow. Actually, I want Thendu away from the wall. That's about to get really crazy in there, so let's get him out. They're hitting the wall pretty hardcore, but we do have a lot of turrets going on right now. Or turret fire. Alright, that's actually going down really quick, and for some reason our turret squad has stopped firing, so... Oh, I hope this gate is full. It is. Good. Now, this isn't the only annoying part. What I think I'm going to have to do every time we have a fight is pretty much cancel all the orders that everyone has. And then give them orders for, I guess, a closer gate. Or another turret that's on their same wall. So, a bit of micromanagement. Did I at least have them all? No, I didn't. So, Says, let's get Says over here to this one. Raven and Xerox are on this side. So, Xerox... Raven, and then we'll switch over and we'll just do everyone else. So, Wyatt over here, Soldier, you're already kind of on a gun, so just go ahead and actually get on it. Who else did we miss here? Sedneil, no, yes. Sedneil needs to come over here. Hobbs as well. And Frosty. Alright, everyone should be relocating to their new... Yes, awesome. That's exactly how I was hoping this would work. Probably need to time it a little better, but for some reason the enemies always kind of walk away for a second, and then they continue the assault. So let's get the gate closed down. I still have no idea where Moodles is. He's somewhere inside the machine. So let's hope that doesn't get him injured. Let's also bring the animals up, because I have a feeling they might actually have to do a bit of defensive work right now. Although some random tech hunter is holding off this entire group of enemies. Awesome. Why don't we try to focus on the people who are... Dana, why aren't you on a gun? Did I not... Awkward. What are you doing? I probably gave you a gun that somebody else already had. So everyone but you. Let's go ahead and... Oh, they did get the folks that are on the door first. Awesome. I guess we'll just let them rock. They're doing what we need them to do. I think that actually worked out. This is the first time I believe we've been able to use the double wall defense and have it work out so splendidly. I'm super excited. That worked really, really well. We'll keep them here for a minute. I think we're going to be okay. I do need to get Moodles out of this wall somehow. I have no idea how. Hey, I can finally have people sitting down. By the way, I put a ton of furniture up. I didn't really show you all that last episode. Question, though. Do they actually actively get up and restart working again? If they... Like, surely you have something to do right now. Oh, they actually do get up and go do stuff. That's actually really cool. I'm really excited about that. It's curious that... Now, Run's someone who normally is busy all the time, so it's interesting to see her even sitting down. But either way, it's pretty fun to see the tables and everything in action, so I really like adding this in. This is our social building. This is where everyone gets to hang out. And that's what we're going to have in that area. But yeah, this raid has been handily defeated, and I think that's going to probably do it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to actually, finally, get our first look at a raid on the Holy Nation. Boop still has his folks with him. Let's speed him up a bit. I need to get Boop over to the main group. I need to get Beep over to the main group. Beep somehow got himself stuck. No, he's okay. So, Beep has a contract with these guys for 2 days, 18 hours. Good. We also have one for Boop. I don't know why it's not listed here, but Boop also has some guards for another, I think another day or two. Maybe. I don't quite know. I don't know if you're supposed to talk to them to re-up the contract or what. I saw the green icon a minute ago. Oh, they actually turned grayish. Do we need to maybe talk to them and re-up the contract? Maybe they're trying to talk to us right now to do that. I have no idea how contracts work, or you're getting chased by them. Who knows what's going on? Yeah, they're right there, right? Oh, it's just one guy. Really? Is this all your entire group is? I feel so safe with you, my friend. Really, Boop? Come on, buddy. Well, that's not exactly the massive mercenary support I was looking for, but you know what? If that's what we got, that's what we got. Thank you all for joining me for this pretty crazy episode of hopping around and fast forwarding. So thank you all so much for dealing with that. I do hope it wasn't too annoying, but next episode, we are in position to raid Blister Hill. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, take care.